Hi, thanks for being here to experience this relationship liberation with me. I'm Judy. So perhaps a relationship that you've been in has come to an end, and it may have been an abrupt thing, or it also may have been something that's been a long time coming. Know that relationships are our greatest teachers. They're here to show, guide, teach, heal, and support our evolution in this lifetime, on this planet. And ultimately, they teach us how to come home to wholeness within ourselves. Because that's what every one of us wants, actually, is to come back to that feeling of being whole and complete within. And quite often we've given away our power to others, and that leaves us feeling fragmented. The answer to this is to always come home to wholeness within you. And how do we do that within a relationship? Is through blessing, releasing, and letting go, also known as forgiveness. I'm talking about true, deep forgiveness, that experiential forgiveness, not from the head, but from the heart. Knowing forgiveness is not always easy, especially when we have unresolved emotions charging how we feel, charging the relationship. So first we must release the emotions, and then we choose to completely let it go. Remembering that it's never about the what happened, and it's always actually about us. We do this for ourselves. We forgive and let go for ourselves first and foremost. No one else, just you. So while we may find ourselves in a situation where we do not want to forgive experientially, like truly forgive, in the head we might think we do, but actually there's something keeping us holding on. Quite often this is not necessarily something that's inside our awareness, because it's a decision that we're making at the unconscious level. Awareness is the first piece. Awareness to getting real and honest with yourself. And again, remembering and choosing that forgiveness is for you. So with that being said, it can sometimes feel very new and different to choose forgiveness and to actually truly embody it. But the person who benefits the most is you. And therefore it's always, always worth it, because you are so worth it. And what you get in return blows your mind. And it will blow your mind. And you will expand beyond anything that you've ever experienced, ever. Yes, I'm saying ever. So therefore, I really want to invite you to consider that every single relationship is actually a sacred encounter. And each and every one of these relationships that you've had and that you have right now is just a masterful teacher for you. Even the most challenging and confronting ones and the brutal ones. And of course, the ones that are pure and clear blessings all are to be cherished equally, appreciated, and viewed as a blessing. Ultimately, again, coming back to you for your own growth and your own human evolution. And so every single relationship allows you, if you're willing and open, to create the deepest level of growth and healing within. When we're exiting a relationship, there's something really important to understand, and that is to do so with an extremely deep level of respect. What I'm talking about here is a respect for the container of the relationship that you both held together, and respect for the elements of the earth. We're all made up of earth, of Mother Earth, and we're all made up of these qualities. Mother Earth created the structure of each of us. And also respect for the souls that were part of this sacred relationship encounter, even if they were not operating as the best version of themselves throughout this relationship. Their soul is actually good, and their soul is on its own journey. It's a little bit esoteric, but in my belief and from all of the work that I've done in spirituality, I truly believe that each of us are on a soul journey to learn here what we're here to learn, and we continue on that journey from lifetime to lifetime. So whether this feels true for you or not, it's okay. However, when we can give this relationship all of the respect that we can, showing our reverence to the divinity, we're actually honoring the divine creator, the infinite life force that is actually within all of us and around us. When we can honor that, we're actually honoring that within ourselves and each other. And this can feel really big. It can feel like a really big, I guess, job or calling or thing to do. And what I mean by big, it can feel really confronting. And also big as in divinely powerful at the same time. And as we're able to bless all human beings, all creatures, all experiences, all of our encounters, all spaces, places, everything in nature, then we become the blesser, and that is such a blessing within itself. And when we are unable to see, or we refuse to see the divinity within every single one of us, then we go into emotions such as blame and shame, blaming somebody else, or feeling ashamed for things that we've done, or choices we've made, or how we feel. And when we're operating from that place, it makes it very difficult to experience and radiate divine love and truly operate from love, which for many of us, this is, if not all, This is our truth. This is the truth of who we are, is love. And love is the thing that connects all of us. So by not choosing to liberate ourselves, to let go, to truly forgive, we're actually living out of alignment with our truth by not living from the heart. So when we can let go, we get to create freedom within, and we're able to dissolve the container, the people in it, and of course the dynamics within it. And we can leave a clean and beautiful, open, generous heart. And we can dissolve the attachment. There's a really important piece to all of this, though. You must want to choose this, to choose to be free more than you want anything else. So committing to this, choosing to commit to this for yourself is the key piece. Letting go of the need to prove yourself, to get revenge, to make wrong, to be spiteful, hostile, resentment, all of that. Ugh. We want to let go of all of this heaviness. It's really heavy and it weighs you down. So instead, by blessing and releasing, we get to create space and freedom and liberate ourselves, creating lightness. Unresolved emotions, just like the stuff that you hold on to, just leads to disconnection in the body. It's toxic in the body. It is no good for the body emotionally, energetically. It is disconnection, and disconnection leads to dis-ease in the body. And all of the illusions that you've been telling yourself of why you're unworthy, these emotions amplify that. They feed it. They feed your questionable self. And it then enlarges, like amplifies the wounding from our childhood. So it keeps us going back to that and operating from our disempowered. Letting go of the bitterness of this relationship to free up more stuff. As you heal one relationship, you actually create more space to heal other wounds from your past. So in letting go of this, in liberating yourself within this, there's a ripple effect. The healing that's possible when you get complete and free within one real-time relationship, you're healing many other aspects of wounds and other relationships. It's so deep and so profound. And it's also why you've had these encounters, to heal all of the other things. And why we choose things at the unconscious level. We choose to go into relationships. You chose what you've chosen. You've created this unconsciously to heal your past. to clean it up so you can heal your body, so it doesn't need to come out in autoimmune issues or cancer. Conflict leads to cancer. And so on, other diseases in the body. The one thing that neutralizes all of it is love. Love neutralizes the charge. It harmonizes it. Love is where freedom is found, and love is the essence of all things. Bringing it all back into inclusiveness, into our heart space. So forgiveness is the link that brings it all in. It brings us home to ourselves. It frees us. It sets us free to find our feet again, to be grounded, to connect with our center and our through line. It's how we create well-being from all perspectives. Bless and release. Bless and release. So now it's time to release and liberate yourself with this relationship. And obviously you can do this with any relationship and as many relationships as you would like and feel that you need to do. So just come back anytime you need to do this for every single relationship, that it will benefit you to let go of and get complete with on a whole nother level. Make sure you're in a nice, quiet, sacred space where you're uninterrupted, where you can fully immerse yourself in this experience of liberating your soul, liberating you, letting go of any emotions that may still be there from the past with this relationship, cutting the cords and reconnecting back to love for you. So just be sitting down and close down your eyes and take a breath in and exhale and relax your body. And again, full deep breath into your belly. And as you exhale, let go of everything that's happened up until now and just drop right into your body. Be here, be still. One more breath. And let that breath go and allow every part of your body to completely soften and relax. Now, part of this process, I'm going to get you to actively imagine what I'm suggesting, and I'm going to facilitate you actually completing a very powerful process, which when you fully commit to, will set you free. So there's a few different parts to it, but firstly, we're going to start with releasing any of the unresolved emotions that may be present within this relationship that you've still been holding on to. So I want you to just now imagine that you're sitting down in front of a beautiful fireplace. Feel the warmth of the fire. Feel the safety of the seat that you're sitting in. Feel the support that it's giving you. And I want you to imagine and visualize all of the people in your life, whether they be here or not here. The people that give you strength, the people that love you unconditionally. It may be real people in your life, they may be imaginary, there can be anyone and anything that you want them to be. They can be your sisters, your brothers, family, friends, grandparents, aunties, uncles, anyone at all. And imagine them coming around and forming a circle around you and the fire. And they're bringing with them unconditional love and support and strength and courage and vulnerability. And a willingness to witness you complete resolve and let go of what is no longer serving you. And they're all linked like sitting side by side, and their arms are wrapped around each other, and they're all just forming a beautiful circle around you and the fire. And I want you to observe the fire and notice what colors may be present, and you can give it any color you desire, whatever color it is that you desire. And as you give it that color, notice that you're bringing it to life even more, and that fire is going to support you to take away those emotions that you've been holding on to. And you know that it really is very quick and very easy for you to let go of these emotions by choosing it in this moment and choosing to receive the gifts and the learnings from the experiences that you've had in this relationship. So as you feel the love and the support and the strength and the courage and all of the things from the sisterhood, brotherhood, humanhood that surrounds you, I want you now to hand over those emotions into the fire. Hand them over, the anger, the sadness, resentment, the blame, the betrayal. Hand them all over into the fire. Whatever is present for you, hand it over right now. The hurt, the guilt, the shame, frustration, disappointment, the hatred, the loss, the grief, all of the emotions, hand them over. Just let them go into the fire and notice the fire consuming them. And in the process, fire is taking them off you, taking that load off you, taking the weight off you that you've been feeling, that's been holding you down, weighing you down, keeping you stuck, keeping you holding on to something. Maybe out of a feeling of needing to stay safe, maybe out of protection. And I want you to ask that fire, ask the fire, the knowledge that is within, the flames that have just taken away those things, those emotions that you've been holding onto for so long. Ask the fire to give you, in return, the support to receive the learnings that those emotions and the event and that situation has actually been there to give you. There's a reason why they've been there, that perhaps up until this point you've not noticed, you have not received, you've not allowed yourself to take in. And these learnings are positive in nature, and they may start with I am, or they may just be single words such as acceptance, freedom, forgiveness, let go. They may be things like I am safe, I'm protected. Whatever is true for you, receive those gifts right now. Be with the fire and feel the force of your sisters and brothers and those humans that are supporting, loving, giving, holding space for you in this moment, and receive the learnings that are setting you free right now in this moment. Allow yourself to receive those positive learnings. Take them all in. And if by chance those learnings are not positive, just ask yourself, what is the flip side of that? If there's for an example, it was not my fault, what is the positive learning that will support you out in the future? Ask the fire to show you what that positive learning is for you. It's a reflection of you, the beauty, the grace, the knowledge, the wisdom. And what else? What are the other learnings? What else is there? Allow yourself to receive them all now. Go deeper. What are the other learnings? What are the other positive learnings for you, for the future? The learnings that you have not been able to see or speak or hear up until this point. But now you're ready. Now you're willing to receive those gifts, to receive those learnings, and take on those learnings. And as you do so, it enables you and allows you to completely let go of those emotions that you've been holding on to, that have been keeping you from truly forgiving and letting go. Beautiful. Well done. As you continue to watch the fire and feel the strength and the love and the warmth and the beauty in everything that is surrounding you in this moment, notice how you feel. Notice the lightness that you feel in really handing over your worries, handing over those emotions that have just not been serving you, and really embracing those learnings and taking them in, and knowing that your unconscious mind is storing those beautiful learnings for you in a safety box. And your unconscious mind is keeping that safety box safely locked, safely there for you anytime you may need them out in the future, so that you will not create the same thing ever again, because you've learned what you've needed to learn through this relationship. To now in the future only create relationships that are serving you, that are empowering, that are powerful and positive for you, to support you to be, do, and have everything that you desire. Amazing. So now I would like you to stand up and actually walk out and notice your brothers and your sisters. Just release that circle that is wrapped around you, formed around you. They're releasing a space so that you can actually walk through. And I want you to walk through out of the room that you're in, out of the space that you're in, and actually walk into another room. It's an empty space, and there's 3 chairs inside this room. 3 chairs that are forming like a triangle. They're all facing into the center. And I want you to sit down into chair number 1, the first chair that you see. In chair number 2 is this person that you are releasing right now. And I want you to actually see them sitting in chair number 2. And they're slightly facing you on a slight angle to each other, but you can see each other. And in chair number 3 is somebody who neither of you know. And if this person is just an observer. And this person is somebody who is there to support you both, witness you both, and they're just going to be seeing and observing and listening to everything that goes on here in this space. Acknowledge them and notice that they're there, and even thank them for being there to support you. And thank the person that is there with you right now that you're actually getting complete with. And I want you to now make sure that you're in chair number 1, which is you. This is you. You're in your own body, looking through your own eyes, and you're looking at the person that you've had the conflict with or that you're just releasing. And I want you to just speak to them and tell them everything that you have not been able to speak to them about, say to them all the thoughts that you've had, all the things that you would love to say to them that you've not been able to say perhaps. Anything that has been unspoken is now your opportunity to speak your truth to them right now. And just empty out. And actually say these things out loud right now. As if you were speaking to this person. Sharing your deepest truths of your perspective, on your view, on what happened, on your feelings. And don't hold back. Do not hold back at all. Let it go. Let everything come through you now. Good. And if you feel like you're done, keep going. You're not done. Keep going. No filter. Express everything that goes on in your mind to this person. They are hearing you. They're just receiving what you're saying. That's all. They're not doing anything else. They're not responding. They're just listening and receiving. And the person in chair number 3 is hearing this as well. Good, and keep going. Empty out. Maybe right now all you've done is empty things out that have been inside your awareness. Keep going. There's things that are there at the unconscious level that have been unexpressed. Pour them out like your life depends on it. Say everything that is left to be said right now. Amazing. So now, here's what you're going to do. You're going to imagine that you are actually staying in chair number 1. In a way, part of you is staying in chair number 1. There's another part of you that is actually moving and going and sitting in chair number 2, as if you are the person that you have been in conflict with. But you're still sitting in chair number 1. You can see yourself sitting in chair number 1, but you are now acting as if you are the person that you've been in conflict with. You're looking through their own eyes as if you are them. You're not you anymore, you're them. And you can see yourself sitting in the chair in chair number 1, and you are sitting in chair number 2 as the person that you have been in conflict with, or that you're just getting resolution with. So looking through their own eyes, speaking as if you are them, not how you think they would speak, not how you think, how you've seen them, but through their own eyes, share to you. They are now speaking to you. They're responding to what they've just heard you say, coming from their perspective. And now it's their opportunity to tell you everything that they have felt in their experience, and their opportunity to respond to what you've said. And person number 3 is still there, hearing and listening and observing. The key in this is to be them. But of course, you're hearing what they're saying, you're saying what they're saying, but you're acting as if you are them. This is really, really important, that you act as if you are them. Go for it. Again, unfiltered. Express everything that wants to come through them to you. Completely unfiltered. How they would respond to what you have just said and what they want to share with you. Things that they've potentially never shared with you either. But from their eyes. Because you are looking through their eyes, their model of the world right now. Don't hold back. Good, keep going. Fully commit to this. Keep going. This is not hard. This is new and different. Keep going. Express everything that they want to say to you, and you receive it. You hear it and receive it. Go deeper. Good. And whatever else is left, go a little bit deeper and express everything that is left there, everything that's unsaid, unspoken. Let it all go. Last opportunity for them to empty out. Awesome. Great work. We've got one more step to this. You're now going to move chairs, and you're going to stay where you were. Of course, you're still in chair number one physically. You're still there, but you're sitting inside chair number two as the person that you're creating this resolution with. And now you're actually going to move into chair number three as the observer. So your body is still in chair number one. The person that you're creating this resolution with is in chair number two, and the observer is in chair number three, which is now you. Part of you has sat into that chair as an observer that didn't know either of you before this moment, and has just been able to witness and observe the conversation, what's been expressed on both sides. And now you're looking through the eyes of that observer, through the eyes of somebody who didn't know either of you before this conversation. And as that person, as that observer, looking through their eyes, as that person, as them, share now to both yourself and this person that you're creating this resolution with, share to them what you have witnessed by hearing both parties, by hearing both sides of the situation. As somebody who's completely neutral and is actually just an observer of this and only this conversation. Share what you have observed within this conversation from both perspectives as this observer. Go ahead now. What did you notice? What did you hear? What was coming through? Good. Now keep going. Go deeper. Express more. What did you see? What did you hear? What did you observe between these two people in front of you that are sitting in front of you, you and this other person that you're creating this resolution with? As the observer, through looking through the observer's eyes, share a fresh perspective right now. Amazing. Good job. So now I want you to go and sit back into your chair, fully back in chair number 1. I want you to thank the observer, and you can allow them to leave. They've done their job. Thank them. And appreciate their support in this and for their contribution. And now I want you to acknowledge this person that you're creating this resolution with. And hopefully now you've been able to come from or see within this a fresh perspective. If you've really gone all in, you will definitely have a new, fresh perspective on their situation, this relationship, this whole situation, I guess, from new, wiser, more expanded viewpoint and perspective. And now I'd love you to just ask this person if they are now willing to let you go, and if you're ready to let them go. Ask them with love, sit there with love, like see them through loving eyes, send light and love to them from your heart to theirs. And let them know that you're complete and you're done and you have chosen to let go. Thank them for what they've taught you. Even the challenging moments have taught you a lot about yourself. I've created an opportunity for you. And ask them permission to set you free and let you go as well. Ask that they see and listen to you, hear you as great, as extraordinary. And that you both allow yourselves to be complete and to totally be liberated within this relationship. I ask you now to just reflect on if there are any energetic cords that are still connecting the two of you. You may be able to see those, you may be able to sense that they're there, feel that they're there, or hear them in some way. And just visualize now. Visualize yourself picking up some scissors and then just cutting that cord with so much love and so much gratitude and appreciation for that person, knowing that this is the final piece. And as you cut that, feel the lightness that comes into your body. Feel the freedom and the liberation in your soul. Be grateful. Total acceptance, love, appreciation, peace, liberation, freedom, forgiveness. It is now done. Now, when you're ready, thank them and acknowledge them. Wish them well on their journey and their next steps on their, whatever is next for them. And for you, I want you to now, when you're ready, stand up and walk out of that room. Close the door. It's like you're closing the door behind you. And if you like, you can lock the door on your way out and know that that door is locked. That door is complete in terms of what's happened in the past. It doesn't mean that something new cannot be created with that person in the future if you choose that. But what's happened in the past, the door is closed. There's no back door anymore to that. It is completely done. And I want you to return back over to that fire, and all of your brothers and sisters, all of the humans that were there supporting you, giving you love, courage, all of that, they're still there. They're waiting for you to return back. And I want you now to just get yourself into that circle and stand side by side with two of one person on your right, one person on your left, and your arms are linking and you're all closely knit, and you can just look and observe and appreciate and give thanks to every single sister and brother that was there to support you and give you love and strength and courage and support through this process. Give them love, give them thanks, give them appreciation. Feel the love. It is immense. It's powerful beyond measure, just like you. And then when you're ready and when you've done giving them all of the thanks and all of the love, you can let them know that they can also leave. And just sit back down into the chair in front of the fire. And say thank you, thank you, thank you. It is now done. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. You can come back into the room, into the room that you're sitting in, which now has, like, it looks different. You're different. You're not the same person right now. You're looking through a newer, upgraded perspective, a new lens. And you've been liberated. I honor you. I love you. I respect you. I see you. I adore you. It's time to shine, beautiful.